Hi, I'm Chris.
And I'm Anna.
We're the Hutchinsons.
We own Hutchinson Maple Products in Lake Paul, Nova Scotia, and we're the largest certified organic maple producers in the province of Nova Scotia.
For over 21 years on the road, running a successful trucking business, we've had quite a journey that has taken us home here to Hutchinson Acres.
This is our story.
Hutchinson's Maple Products produces certified organic maple syrup in Lake Paul, Nova Scotia. With over 60,000 trees tapped, it was time to tap into new markets.
Maple syrup is not as well known in other countries as it is here in Canada. It was kind of a shock to us when we went to some countries and they're going, we've never even heard of it before. It would be a niche item on a store shelf in some countries. Other countries, they know what it is, they know how to use it. We started targeting the Middle East because it wasn't well known in the Middle East. They used a lot of honey, and we gave them an alternative to honey, which was maple syrup. It is becoming very well known, but there are definitely challenges because not only can I sell you the product, but I have to educate you on how to use the product. What is it for? And then when we come with the pure infused line, that's a whole other education on its own. Maple syrup is one thing. The whole infused line is completely different. It was really good in a way to bring the pure infused line into a country that wasn't really recognized for maple syrup because they had no preconceived conditions on what that product was used for. So for them, it's just a new product. They weren't saying, well, why did you change maple syrup? It didn't matter to them because they hadn't used it before anyway. So that really helped bringing in our different lines of products to help the international community.
One of these markets in the Middle East was the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia came about from a student who was actually a student at Dalhousie University, and their family had been importing dates into Canada, and they wanted something to go back into Saudi Arabia. So they wanted a backhaul, which is what we've always used in the trucking industry. They wanted products from this country to go into Saudi Arabia. And we got in touch with them, and we had quite a few meetings, and they were very excited about trying maple syrup in Saudi Arabia. It wasn't a known commodity there. There was a little bit of it there, but nothing big. They love sweets in Saudi Arabia. They love any decadence, any chocolates. They really love the sweet stuff. So they actually use most of their maple syrup in coffee as a sweetener. They want a natural sweetener. They do, believe it or not, have a very large obesity problem in those countries in the Middle East. So they are trying to get their people to eat better, to use more natural products. We decided that we were going to do an order. They came up when they said, okay, we're going to do a 20-foot container. We're going to sell maple syrup. And we were just, I think, less than a week away from having the order complete.
Then a tweet sent out by Chrystia Freeland, Canada's Minister of Foreign Affairs at the time, changed everything.
When the tweet happened, it shut down the country. It shut down any international business. They withdrew all of their citizens from this country, and they said, that's it, the borders are closed, nothing is coming in. We were sitting on a container of product that had Arabic labeling on it. It's not like I could just say, okay, here, we'll just sell it to Sobeys. We can't. It's Arabic labeling. And I can't remember how many bottles, I think it was like 900 bottles of 1-liter jugs that we had ready to go on that container. And we're like, what are we gonna do? Are we just gonna hold it? Are we gonna put it away? Are we gonna save it? Like, what are we gonna do here? It could have been detrimental for us because when you're sitting there and you're sitting on all this product that we really, truly had worked hard to get to. I mean, the labeling regulations, the amount of labor and the amount of work, and just it feels so good when I close the doors of a container and I know it's gone. It feels so good, and I didn't get that. So at the time, CBC came to me and they said, you know, let's talk about what happened. Let's get your perspective on what happened in the news. And we did the interview, And I said, you know what? I said, I don't know what to do with the product. I said, I'm not sure what we should do with the product. I said, we're not sure if the border's going to open in a month. We're not sure if the border's going to be closed for 6 months. We're not sure if it's going to be a year. This is really new to us. This is the first time we were going into this country. The government's been promoting, exporting, and then all of a sudden it stops. It wasn't a couple hours after that interview aired on CBC that night that my phone started ringing. And it was all Leanne and I could do to field the phone calls. We had phone calls from all over the country and all over the world saying, I'll buy a jug. I'll buy 2 jugs. I'll buy 200 jugs. I'll buy 5 jugs. And it was a whirlwind of 4 days. And we sold every single one of those jugs. No questions asked. And I still have people come in today, you got any more of those Saudi jugs? I'd love to have one of those. And it was the country coming together. It was everyone coming together and saying, this small business was trying. They were doing everything that we've been telling them to do. Get out there, export, do what you're supposed to do. And then all of a sudden it was like the rug was just torn right from underneath of us. And it's like, but the country came back and they said, okay, we're gonna help them. We're gonna get them, we're not gonna let them lose out on this. We're gonna make them understand that we are a team and we all work together. And it worked. And today, my customer in Saudi Arabia is my biggest customer. And we are doing a great business with them. And not only that, but I went to visit the country last year and loved the people, loved everything about it. And if COVID hadn't happened this year, I would have been back there again. And they are an amazing people who just want to learn something new. They want different things to come from different places. They sell their stuff to our country, we sell our stuff to their country. That's how it's supposed to work. That's how we're supposed to gain business and people are supposed to survive. So that was the whole thing. It had a negative side and it became a great plus for us.
With a negative situation turned positive, Hutchinson's maple products have only continued to grow.
We're growing, we're getting more prosperous, we're expanding our markets. I'm always looking for new and exciting places to go. I'd like to focus a little more on Europe. So we've gotten together with the Chamber of Commerce, the Atlantic Chamber of Commerce, and we're doing an export development marketing program, which it's almost a year-long program that we have a consultant in the UK who is actually working with us to sell our products and to promote them to other organizations and groups in the UK. I'm still working on the Middle East. I have a great customer in Costa Rica, and he is doing a phenomenal job on selling our product there. And there's just more and more of that all the time. So yes, we are not going to stop. The only thing that'll stop me if I run out of maple syrup. So that's, we have to keep producing more. Every single year is our goal to produce and produce because I'm still selling. I spent 4 years traveling around the world to build this business. And finally, it's starting to come back to me to say, okay, I now recognize your product. Oh yes, I seen you at that show. Oh yeah, you were on that TV show. Oh yeah, you did this. So people are starting to finally say, they're a company to be recognized. There's somebody that we can respect. There's somebody that's growing, and there's someone that can stand up to what they say. If they say they can provide a container, we know they can. So yeah, we're just going forward from here.
Next week on Hutchinson Acres. It was full steam ahead, and then the world stopped.
COVID really changed our lives.
I think COVID has changed the world permanently. I really do believe that we are, as much as we promote shopping local, and we still try to do that, I think it has changed the world completely. I don't think we're going to go back to the way it was before.